Sounds like some a feature.
Yes, a feature, a great feature. Just like fountain
They're actually
hooking.
gonna. Oh, don't even start that. God, I remember watching those games and just losing my mind. It was crazy. They're actually gonna put the tide under bottom on Viking. So they want to put him in a lane up against the Beastmaster, which is, really tide favored. I mean, this guy, you level up the Kraken Shell as well. He doesn't really get bullied by the boar at all. Like, it's kind of annoying that he just slows you constantly, but they can't really do anything to the tide, especially with this ring of protection that he's gone for the extra arm. And so Viking are going to try and just hide their lanes here completely. You see the tide just not showing himself in the lane or the bot lane at all.
And it's curious to see Celery not in that bottom lane, since that does make the boar so ineffective early on. He could rotate down there afterwards, though. He doesn't have a ward. This is an interesting rotation to make.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to scout out the lanes, just to see if they can actually get the Titan versus the Beastmaster. Because it's like, this Enchantress isn't going to die, right? She has like 320 movement speed. It's so difficult to just run her down, especially when they just don't have any stuns on their team. So they see this and they're like, yeah, cool, this is great. We're just going to leave the Tide Hunter down here and we're going to run this aggro try, which is pretty cool. And I think this is also nice because the Enchantress doesn't have to play against the Clinks now. I saw this a lot in China. When you pick these like really greedy position fours, I think like Ember, Clinks and things, if you just run a tri-lane into the enemy team, like the hero feels so sad.
Because he doesn't have a support to pick off anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But he's also really rubbish in tri-lanes as well. So like he doesn't just want to sit in a tri-lane in his Clinks. Like he wants to, be in these 2-on-2 kind of situations. Kind of want the XP as well.
And, well, I imagine Toby will have a bit of a rough time dealing with that harass here at the start until he gets a few more levels up.
It's not amazing, but like at the same time the wave's pushing in now as well, so it's it should be fine. I imagine Q's going to try and pull the big camp.
Spartan being gone on, yeah, up top. There's a nice stun from Aramis and one more last hit. Kill going over to the Earthshaker, so there's the first blood in that aggressive tri-lane.
This AA is not going to have fun. So when you play this Bloodseeker, you tend to like play it with some kind of stun setup for the Blood Ride, because Blood Ride does a huge amount of damage. It's 125 at level 1, which is crazy. So they don't have a stun, they have the enchant, which is such a massive slow. But it's basically a setup anyway.
Yeah.
They have a huge amount of burst damage up in this lane.
Yeah, and they've got that Fissure from the Earthshaker. Not able to dive on that, but man, they're going to be so frustrating and just forcing out all of the regen from Family Team.
Yeah, and they have this really deep ward to see the couriers coming as well. So it's not even like they can easily ferry more regen up here in this top lane for Family Team.
Yeah, and they already took out AA's courier, and now Spartan in a lot of trouble, blocked between the trees and a Fissure.
I'm surprised Henry didn't try and give the kill to Aramis there, but...
he got the last one.
That's true. You share the love, I guess.
Yeah. Although I would say I'd really prefer to be stacking farm on my Earthshaker.
Yeah.
But Celery was really poor last game. Really poor. They dropped the sentry, not enough follow-up.
Yeah, Boom getting the tiny really low mid as well already. And I forced him to pop that really early salve, which on most heroes feels really good, but Tiny's such a tanky hero that, because he has low armor, the salve doesn't, feel as effective as other mid heroes. Because he doesn't have the same effective HP with the low arm.
Focus pretty low. There is a Fissure up. It's just waiting for an opportunity to use it where they might actually get a kill follow-up. He just keeps... wow. Yeah, he just keeps canceling it, making them nervous.
Oh. Close.
Toby, yeah, continuing to take harass, but he's close enough to the tower.
This is such a horrible lane for Keep to have to try and deal with. Like, he's constantly
and Focus,
the
yep,
like,
up top they're going on Focus. He gets stunned by the Enchantress Centaur. Plenty of right clicks to finish that off, and another kill for Celery. Do you say celery or celery?
I say celery, but I'll ask him after the game what he prefers. I've never even thought about it, to be honest, which I probably should have. Oh, celery's gonna get the career again. Celery. Nice.
When he's feeling fancy, he's celery. And when it's just a normal day, he's celery.
Yeah, that's his evening wear.
Yes,
celery.
Exactly. And I don't know if it's late enough in the day to be evening.
Again.
Are they gonna kill AA again? Poor Spartan, he's really struggling here. And the impetus from Enchantress is just way too much damage for an AA to deal with.
Power play when people go for the last hit and they just run away. And, you know, they don't even look at the kill. It's not needed.
Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions. It's that mentality.
I'm interested to see what Toby puts here, like what point he puts in his skill at level 5, if he goes for the 3rd point in Kraken. Yeah, he does. I think this Beastmaster now, even when he hits level 6, is not going to touch his Tide Hunter like at all. I mean, he's blocking 36 damage every hit, right? And like even Q on this Phoenix is basically not going to be doing anything to him.
Spartan has given up on the top lane, by the way. He's occupying mid now.
Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? I mean, I think he realizes he can't do anything top, and the bounty hunter's done the same. They're like, well, we might as well just start running around and killing people. So technically, when we wondered which one was the position for, turns out that they're both the position for.
That is what it looks like. They're going on Aramis. They have some damage. The Storm pulling the Tiny back so he can't help out. Aramis has a Fitcher. I don't think they can go on him.
He got Tranquil's coming out potentially as well. Yeah, he does. So Aramis is going to be fine here. Nobody's really stopping him from what he wants to do.
And then mid lane itself's pretty even. Nice harass there onto Boom. Oh, top lane. Spartan being chased down once again with the slow from Enchantress and the stun, and Shad here to pick up the kill.
That's it, Sarah. You got to leave your kill for the cause.
Yep.
He doesn't care about his part 4, but for the cause, it's fine.
Yeah. Big boy Bloodseeker entering the arena now. No more kills for the supports. They've got boots. What else do they need? Their farming is done.
This Tide Hunter down in the bot lane, I was wondering if he'd go Ravage at level 6 as well, because you tend to see it that if they feel like they can't really use the Ravage.
They're going in on Boom here in the middle lane.
Oh wow.
Hasted Tiny. Not even needed there. He's there for moral support.
Yeah, fortunately, Tiny's that kind of hero that if he gets a haste, you zip away and Storm. It's not really going to do anything because he'll just carry on chasing you anyway.
Yeah, Storm definitely does not have the mana pool to make use of that this early on.
I mean, the hero I'm really worried about at the moment is this Bounty Hunter who was just about to hit the 14 CS mark at 7 minutes into the game.
Ooh.
2 CS a minute as you're carried does not feel good. The big thing with him though is that he needs to get this level 6 and then just go and try and find track kills like all the time.
Spartan,
because that's just kind of way back into the game.
Spartan in trouble again. Shad chasing him down. This AA he's died 5 times, so that's 5 of the 6 kills for Viking are onto the AA.
He's trying to hit the death a minute mark that we all yearn for.
Yes, you're right. That's my goal. I've been playing Dota wrong because I've never managed to reach that.
It's one of the achievements on the battle pass. I don't know if you knew.
Oh, a death a minute. Well,
yeah.
For the battle pass, what else would you do in your ranked games?
That's what it feels like when I get people on my team, at least, anyway.
Now, can they do anything against Tiny?
Yeah, this Beastmaster's kind of lurking behind, though, in the woods as well with his Necro books. You do have to be a little bit careful on this Radiant side. They've just put a ward down, actually. Okay. So they might see any rotations coming in here from Skylark.
They've got 2 behind, though. This is a nice little pincer happening here. But Cube still can't really do anything. They're all sort of just waiting. Nobody wants to make any moves.
at the same time, the cube did just go invis there and got hit by the tower, so he knows where they're warded. So they can kind of play around it now on a family team. I just keep want to say aggressive mode, but
it's a recent change. You know, it hasn't been around for too long. And Bloodseeker, I'm assuming, has the wand flying out, and then and it looks like also a Blade of Alacrity. Yep.
I think he had Blade Mail queued up before, which I didn't agree with. It's not a great Blade Mail game, so I'm glad he's changed his mind and gone for something different. I think this SMY that he's got queued up really good with the status resistance up against the Beastmaster. I think it's a good call for him. He might even just go Yasha BKB.
There's an Invis rune on Tiny. It's obviously has seen Shad here. They're going to need Clinks to rotate over to secure this kill. He's pinging it out, and Clinks needs to wait for the creeps to be gone so it's not too obvious when he runs. Now there's the hit from the Tinies. Toss avalanche combo. Do they have enough damage? They do with the tree. Important kill for family team, but now the TP in from Boom, so they can't take that outpost back.
The best thing about that kill for Clinks, 5 death pack damage. He's online. Trying for keep to start destroy.
Oh, and here's the roar in the mid lane, taking down Aramis. So that's a dead Earthshaker. Family team making a little bit of a comeback now that Skylark is entering the fights.
Yeah, it's like this bounty hunter, this is what we were saying though, right? Like, he hasn't really got farm, but they can start getting track kills now. And because the Tiny and the Beastmaster have had good game, like, they can still link up together with the +1s all the time to try and find these pickups with the Raw. You know, they do control the whole bottom half of the map. The problem is, like, Viking aren't playing anybody there apart from the Tide Hunter, which is kind of like a dead lane. Like, they can't go down here and gank him. He's very difficult to deal with.
And he's working towards the Vlads, is what it looks like. So just getting all that extra armor up for the inevitable minus armor that's going to be coming in from Clinks. And here's a hasted Tiny again. Maybe they will be able to take out Topi. He has Ravage. He has a tower for everyone to rotate to.
Oh.
Yeah, missing out on the blast damage because of the toss. Ravage is used. Toby continuing to run away. Now here comes the zip in from Boom, going on to Spartan. He looks like he's gonna die again. The 6th death for this AA. Storm is out of mana.
Yeah, that was really aggressive. I'm surprised they didn't try and go on him there, because I think family team assumed there was going to be more behind him straight away, but they were kind of like filtering it really slowly. They just didn't have vision of anybody coming in, so they were a little bit worried. Whereas I think they might have possibly made a move on the Storm there.
I don't know if I don't think that toss cost them the kill, but missing out on the Ice Blast damage on Tide was kind of sad there.
Yeah, that feels pretty bad, but you know, it happens. Especially if these guys, like, they haven't played with each other much before. I don't know how much Untaki and Spartan have played together before. But yeah, it happens, unfortunate. Shad is having a pretty good game though at the moment. You know, he still got this SMY queued up, just kind of free farming away the whole game. And I think this Storm having a good game is the thing that worries me the most for a family team. Like, they don't really have good lockdown. It's kind of really only the Raw. So at some point in the game, if he builds the Lincolns on the Storm, they don't really have great ways of killing him off.
Yeah, family
They do have the track that can cancel it, but yeah.
Yeah, family team are just so light on disable, and unfortunately, they're kind of down an entire hero, with Spartan just so far behind. At least he had his level 6 at a decent time. He did okay on levels. He just has no farm and has died a lot.
That doesn't sound very good.
No.
But yeah, I think the game changes though when Tiny gets Blink, because they can ramp up the tempo really quickly then. Like, they lack catch at the moment, but when the Tiny gets it, they can just jump anybody they want and try and find these +1.
Toby does not have Ravage this time, and they have all 5 heroes here. So he's tanky, but he's not that tanky.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to make a play with the Tide Hunter, like with a +1 more. Like, he used the first Ravage defensively, right, so he could run away. They're kind of just letting the Beastmaster, like, make these rotations really freely. They're not looking to make the moves on Viking. They're kind of just farming up themselves, which is, you know, a little bit greedy. at the same time, if the Storm and Bloodseeker have a good time, then they're kind of they're a big deal still, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has his Kaya on the Storm.
Yeah, he's gonna be happy with that. So Larry, no items again this game, but not quite as depressing as his Witch Doctor last game. I don't even think he ever finished off the magic wand.
Oh, should I be happy that I didn't see that game then?
It
was like it's.
It was rough. It was rough for Viking. This game's looking much better for them.
I'm really surprised with Cube's skill build. I'm pretty sure most of the time I've seen this position 4 Clinks, they tend to max Skeleton Walk nearly all the time.
They're gonna go on to Boom here in the mid lane, Ice Blast, and there's that tiny Blink Dagger you were talking about.
It's all about the reveal. I mean, the fact that they get the biggest kill on the map for the first usage is massive for them.
Yes. There is Ravage on Toby, so they have to be careful.
It's difficult, but again, like, Beastmaster has Necro 3, right? So they can just mow down this tower as quickly as they want. I don't think you can, like, you Ravage here and you get any kind of defense. Yeah, Toby's just going to walk away.
Yeah, Viking trying not to be too aggressive, waiting for their Storm Spirit, waiting for their timing, and there's a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker now. That's what they were waiting for.
So we've seen one big Blink reveal. Can we see 2 in a row? Have they got a smoke? Yeah, I mean, he has one himself on Aramis, so... Yeah, here we go. They're going to try and look for something here.
Beastmaster would be a nice pickoff. Skylark, with a lot of farm, and would be who they run into first. And they know he's nearby because of these Necro units. Have to see which side of the fight they run into. They'll catch him in the river, jump forward on from the Earthshaker. Now there's a roar coming out, so Skylark can run himself away. There's no Fisher. Boom now has to use even more of the mana pool. Still get the kill in the end, and now they want to go on focus. There's another blink from Aramis and a stun, but in comes Tiny with his blink toss of his own. The Enchantress is gone, and focus getting pretty low. Shad able to pick him off. There's no hiding from that Bloodseeker. Spartan looking to TP out.
I think this is still okay though, because they got the track kit on the Bounty Hunter, right? I love that Celery just has braces queued up. Yeah, he's built his second one. Playing against this Tiny, he's like, I just want to survive. Please, please don't 100-0 me.
Yeah, gosh, Enchantress into Tiny is pretty miserable, isn't it?
It's not fun. You know, it has to be said. He's probably going to go Treads next, just to hover those on strength as well. Try and beef up as much as you can.
And the Clink's going for a Desolator next. Which he's about even on net worth with the Bounty Hunter, so... And Bounty's going first item BKB. That's not what you want out of your carry.
It's not, but at the same time, I think the way this game's played out, he didn't have a lane, right? Like, at all. So he's kind of forced into this BKB to allow him to fight into the Tide, the Shaker, the Storm. It feels really bad, but I like when carry players are willing to do this and adapt quickly. Because, you know, if he tries to be a little bit more greedy with his item build, he's not going to have any, a game at all still. So it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the blinks have been revealed. What is our next item timing? There's Sanjin Yasha on Shad. It'll be a Halberd next for Tidehunter. Nothing exciting on Celery, because he's poor.
Is anybody taking the People's Gift on the Raiden? I feel like they should probably be sending that out to Shad on the Bloodseeker. Oh, Echo Slam.
And running away on Skylark, but he's ruptured. There's no way he's making it. There's no jungle item on Toby or Aramis. Pupil's Gift is on Storm Spirit.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they want to make the Storm be the more tanky one rather than Bloodseeker. Fair. And they're going to just... okay, I mean, they've only found one of their items, I guess. They can still... He uses his
Mid
combo on
lane,
the
yeah,
Tiny.
he's jumping in onto this Tiny. Tiny getting pretty low here. And, you know, Tide still has this Ravage in case of anything dire happening. So Toby's pretty comfortable being aggressive right now.
That was a really nice illusion play by Boom as well. I'm not sure if you saw, but like he sends one of the illusions up to the high ground, the Tiny combos. And then as soon as the spells are down, Boom's like, I got you, fool. This is it.
And a nice kill here on the bottom lane. Once again, picking off Focus this time. Oh. Position 1 bounty is it's struggling a little bit.
I think if he'd have had a lane, it would have been a little bit better. But unfortunately, like he's just falling further and further behind. And he has no inbuilt farming mechanism. So he is so reliant on just like finding kills with the track or just having a decent start to the game, because otherwise he does just fall off a cliff in terms of his game impact. And you've got to be quick, unfortunately, and because they can't really make plays on the map, like because they're not in control of so much of it, that it's difficult for him to find this BKB at all.
We haven't seen a coordinated roar effort for a little while here, but they're now smoked, so that might be something we see next. They're either choosing to Roche, but I would imagine they're going to look for a fight. They're not going to find anything. Viking aren't playing on this side of the map at all.
Which really surprises me, because they just AA blasted top, and they didn't see anybody on the way, so I don't really understand why they're coming up here. Maybe they think because the lane's pushing in, somebody's going to come and defend. Was not the case.
Yeah, they have, if we take a look at what vision Family Team have right now, the only thing that they see is they see Shad on the bottom lane now. And so I guess they're just going to take the tower instead and try and get some map control. Maybe force a fight, I guess, but even that fortify pushing them back.
Yeah, they're just a little bit worried here. They have a vision on the high ground, but you know they don't know if anybody's smoked up coming behind. He's trying to gain some deep vision here. They put the Hawk down as well.
And they've moved bottom, and now they're jumping onto Shad on this Bloodseeker. He's got a Sanjin Yasha, no BKB. They have no stuns to hold him here. It will not kill the Bloodseeker, and they lose the Beastmaster top while that's going on.
I'm really surprised Scarlet tried to carry on pushing there when the whole of the rest of his team just backed off, right? Like it's a pretty crazy play to make. He was confident, and they just smoked under a ward in the top lane.
Yeah, so which Vikings ahead. It's not awful for them. So Family Team can kind of just back off and try not to get caught by the smoke.
And but this is the Bloodstone reveal on the Storm as well. So if they can, oh, did he get it top actually? Possibly. Yeah, he got the Bloodstone kill on the Beastmaster top. Never.
Yep,
So any pickoff's a big pickoff there.
Zip in onto the Tiny. This is a great pickoff for them. He dishes out so much damage, but he's fairly tanky. They'll have to use a little more mana to get him.
By then they can transition into the mid tier 2 now because it's a catapult wave as well. And I think when this tier 2 goes down, they can start looking towards the Roche pit as well. And then they've got the Gush on the Tide Hunter. There's a Vlad's as well.
They have so much map control.
We were talking about how the Dire, they wanted to be using this vision with the Beastmaster, you know, the Clinks. They've got Bounty Hunter that can go invis as well. And they're just not finding the pickoffs that they want with this vision advantage that they should be having.
Yeah, we just haven't seen the power of this Beastmaster. Skylark is third on the net worth. He has so much farm. You know, he should be helping his team make plays, and I don't think it's anything on him. I think, as you said, their vision just isn't helping them. Viking are rotating really effectively and really avoiding getting caught out.
I mean, the problem they have with their lineup is that they don't have a hero that scales massively well. Like, this Beastmaster doesn't, like, scale for damage into the late game. Like, Tiny's okay, but he's gone for this more of a pick-off build. And so they've built this lineup, and they've built items that allow them to try and find these pick-offs and, like, try and, like, not ever take a 5v5 against this Tide, but they're just not playing the game they want to play at the moment because, like you said, they are so far behind. And it kind of gets to this point now where, at what point are they going to win the game with the heroes in the lineup, with the items that they have? I really struggle to see it.
Yeah, I mean, Bloodseeker is not super impressive scaling wise, but you're right. I mean, I don't think Clinks and Bounty Hunter are either.
I mean, Bloodseeker isn't really the +1 in this lineup though. It's Boom on this Storm, and he's the one that when it gets to this late game is a real scare and a real worry for a family team.
Even just pushing high ground against Storm, if family team were a little ahead, is frustrating.
Like, imagine if you're Spartan this game. You're like, oh, cool. There's a Storm. Nice. It's gonna be real fun going into the late game. Oh, they dusty cute.
Yeah.
TP'd in the trees.
They guessed wrong. So Storm thought he ran up, and instead he ran down. A nice escape for them. They continue to delay a little bit, but now Viking move into the Roche pit. And it doesn't look like family team really know. I mean, they might know, but there's nothing they can do about it.
We've got the AA blast, but where's the follow-up, right?
Yeah, that's just scouting, really, or slowing it down.
Tiny's coming over with an inventory, but I mean, he's just going to be too late.
And an Aegis on Storm with a long-range jump here onto Spartan. That's a rough way to live as an AA.
Sure, Spartan's loving playing this game at the moment. He's really enjoying himself.
Yeah, Toby is in some trouble mid lane. He'll pop that Ravage. He's got, now it's time for Boom to come in. Boom will eat the roar. He's got the Aegis, but there's the Echo Slam from Aramis. Just his team fight from Viking finally coming to play. Tiny doing what he can. Not even popping the Aegis on Storm yet. He has the Essence Ring.
Yeah, I mean, the Titan is not the person you want to be finding to gank, unfortunately. I mean, he has a Halberd, he has a Vlad's with the Kraken Shell as well. He's insanely difficult to kill. And yeah, unfortunately, if he's the guy you run into first, pops the Ravage. You know, even if Storm dies there, it doesn't matter. Like, he has Aegis, so the fact he doesn't die at all is even better. I mean, he's got his Orchid now as well, 5 gold off. I think at this point, he's going to be in this position now on Viking to take the rest of the outer towers on the map with this Aegis. Probably won't try and go high ground unless they win a fight, but just build up their advantage even more.
Yeah, their ultimates, they've got another minute and a half or so before everything is back up. They do have to be a little careful of that since they have those long cooldowns. But yeah, and Roar is almost up. So if they go on not the Tide and are not near an outpost or tower, then maybe they have the time to pick someone off.
I feel like you're using the if word a lot here, which it tends to be a problem.
Well, they just need to get some nice set of circumstances all at the same time.
One day the planets will align. We're gonna get there.
In 18 years, the planets will align.
I don't know. Like, I love that Toby picks up this gem, by the way, as well. It's Celerese who bought it.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
That was a drive-by. Boom! Straight up, he was there for a second, and then he just zips away again. Never mind. I don't feel like sticking around. He's dead. Whatever. He's not worth my time.
And Boom with this arcane rune here. He's sitting in base. He might look to make a play in one of the lanes here, like really far away, such as top. He sees Beastmaster bot potentially as well at some point.
Yeah, and he will zip all of the way there because that's not ridiculous or anything. And you might think that Tiny is a tanky hero, but when Storm apparently has infinite mana, good luck. Oh.
Get his career as well. Go.
Oh gosh.
Oh
Boom.
no, insult to injury.
Boom must be having the time of his life right now. This is a dream as a Storm. And bottom lane, now Skylark in a lot of trouble as the rest of the team decides to pull their weight. Boom can't do everything.
Dear oh dear.
And mid lane, Boom is just like, well, I don't care how many heroes you have here, I'll just keep fighting. Yeah, okay. And there's the GG.
Never mind. I mean, that game was, when I came in and you said that Viking got beat really hard in game 1.